What is up, YouTube? This is Nanashi back with another Weiss Schwarz Banlist update video. First off, I want to apologize for the lack of content recently. Real life has gotten in the way and made it very difficult for me to have free time to edit videos together. I have projects planned for every card game that I play, I just don't have the free time at the moment to make them happen. But I'm working on it and I'm slowly fixing my life step by step. But that's neither here nor there. What is here is this new ban list. Now, I have questionable opinions when it comes to a ban list based on a team event, but there is enough consistency between the results to see which decks are topping, so the hits still look pretty competent as a whole. First off is a hit that I'm not a huge fan of because I play the deck. In Avatar: The Last Airbender, Sokka offering different perspectives has been completely banned. Nearly every deck I ever saw, unless they actively chose not to use it, ran Sokka. Its ability to replace itself with any cost 0 card from the deck, including during the combat phases, allowed for a lot of versatility, including me. Now, I mainly just used it to pull a copy of Mei out of deck in the middle of the battle phase, but players were using it to battle loop into an end-of-game result, and it felt scummy, so I actively avoided it. Banning it outright hurts my deck just a wee bit, but I can definitely live without it. Next up, they made 2 changes to Chainsaw Man. The first one was limiting to 2 copies, Public Safety Devil Extermination Special Division for Aki Hayakawa. My god, that name is a mouthful. Its combination of discarded Encore, free recovery on play, and undermill burn effects made it a very competent game pusher and setup piece, so they decided limiting it to 2 would help reduce the consistency of that. And on the subject of consistency, they also put a choice restriction on Forming an Alliance Himeno and Break Time Himeno. Forming an Alliance's ability to be a more or less free search on play and Suicider, as well as Break Time's incredibly convenient searching effect and Brainstorm effect, made them both a very competent early game consistency engine. Therefore, putting the 2 on a choice restriction makes sense since it will reduce the overall consistency of the combo. Next, in Day Day Live, they decided to completely unrestrict School Uniform Toka. Now, her abilities to boost your character on your opponent's turn, as well as filter the top card of your deck whenever a character is reversed, and combined with the fact that neither of these abilities are once per turn, made her very powerful for pretty much any strategy that had convenience and room for her. Combine that with the other 2 cards that are still on choice restriction and it was a powerful combo system. But they genuinely think that this card is okay to let back into most strategies, and I suppose I kind of agree. Without all 3 of them in the same deck, the overall power is still low enough to where I guess it's okay. And finally, in Hololive production, they have put to 2 A Step Towards the Future Gargura. Ignoring her standard boost and heal on play effects, her ability of 3 separate instances of burn damage per copy being thrown at the opponent all at the same time made her very good at ending games, so limiting it to 2 reduces the overall effectiveness of this combo. In addition, they also put a choice restriction on Himemori Luna and Relaxing by the Pool Okami Mio. Now, on her own, Okami Mio is a fantastic resource piece that helps the majority of decks that are run in it, with her double capability of searching, as well as the ability to filter cards off the top of the deck. But then you factor in Himemori Luna, who is probably the best standby target available to the entire series, and they deemed that both of them being in the same deck was considered just a bit too much, so they decided to put them on a choice restriction. And that is the ban list. Now, they gave it to us pretty early this time around because it doesn't even go into effect until August 9th, which made me debate on even wanting to release a ban list video about it at this moment in time, ignoring the real-life issues. But I decided I might as well get it out of the way first opportunity I had, so here it is. Now, this obviously does affect my Avatar deck to a point, because now I gotta change the whole level 0 line and a little bit of the level 1 line since my convenience pull with Mei is no longer available. And on the subject of decks, I am pretty excited about the stuff that we have coming out. The new Bunko sets coming out have some cards that I really want to build around, mainly the new Excel World support and the theoretical availability of cards based on the Slayers. As far as newer decks, I am still working on my Spy family deck. It's just taking me a little bit of time to build because I can't quite get the ratios right, and I am looking into making sets based on the new packs for JoJo, parts 3 and 6 dropping soon. I'm just trying to decide on which one I want to build. Do I want to go for Dio? Do I want to go for Jotaro? I'm still working out the kinks and the details as to which one I genuinely would prefer to make. Although if I do end up picking Dio or Jotaro, I know my wife's going to want the other. I thank you for watching the Banlist video, and if you have any opinions about the changes or any upcoming ideas I have, feel free to say so below. In the meantime, this has been Nanashi, signing out.